wait a year for something to come back in stock so you can have the comfort food moment of your life? Well, guess what? You're going to be able to do it right now. And I can't wait to introduce you to Scott Baker. He has a great last name because for 150 years, his family has been great bakers. When you think about professional bakers for 150 years, that's Scott's heritage. Scott, you began Jenny Lee. Why'd you name it Jenny Lee?
Well, my grandfather named it Jenny Lee,
he did.
so he was the third generation.
Yeah.
He started over. He picked Jenny Lee because there was a song made popular by Guy Lombardo called Sweet Jenny Lee from sunny Tennessee.
Guy Lombardo
So
on New Year's Eve.
right, yeah. So baker by name, baker by trade. I'm the 5th generation of my family that's been baking in the United States for almost 150 years. Next year is our 150th anniversary.
Oh my gosh. So I was telling Scott earlier that if you had to ask what is my comfort food, what I start my day with every day, it's raisin toast. I love it. I grew up on it. My sister loves to come over for it, and she told a friend, she was like, I was so disappointed. Jane was at work. I couldn't go over and get toast and tea, but it's so beyond this. This is Jenny Lee. And if you've gone to the grocery store like I have and you bought yourself some raisin bread, don't stop, order, because we've waited a year to get this back in stock.
Right.
A year. You get 3 gorgeous baker-made, handmade loaves of bread that, unless you went to an artisan bakery in your hometown, you couldn't even touch. But I'm telling you, they haven't perfected their recipes for over 150 years. And this sold out on the 11th of October last year. We finally got it back in stock. I highly recommend auto delivery because we haven't had a lot of auto delivery in the show. So you're going to lock into this great low sale price. We brought it back in and put it on sale, and we'll ship it to you every 60 days. It ships for free. So you're going to choose, do you want the cinnamon bread? And you'll get 4 loaves. There's 140 to go around. Do you want, well, I hate to say it's my favorite, but I will if I had to choose. The cinnamon raisin bread, only 200. Or it's only happening in the fall, that cinnamon pumpkin bread. Only fewer than 300 to go around, but then we also have the combo. So if you'd like to go ahead and do the combo, you can. You're always going to get 2 cinnamon loaves, but then you're either going to do the 2 cinnamon loaves, and then you get 1 of the cinnamon raisin and 1 of the pumpkin. Okay, let's dive in literally. This is warm. I mean, I know we have butter here and everything, but honestly, you don't even need anything.
So this is not supermarket bread. This is retail bakery, mom and pop bakery bread. We start with the same recipe. Yeah, we start with the same recipe that my great-great-grandfather used to make this bread. It's 11 simple ingredients. The #1 reason that makes this bread so good is the premium cinnamon that we use. We've searched the world to find the best cinnamon. It's custom blended for us. But it's also about the fermentation. We allow that dough to rest, allow the yeast activity to create acids and alcohol that promote a better flavor, texture, and mouthfeel. Once the bread is baked and cooled, and we bake it in the old-fashioned style crimp pans that give it that unique round shape. Once it's cooled, we bathe it in butter and toss it in cinnamon sugar. So you'll get to actually see this on our factory footage here. We're small batch. We bake less than 400 loaves per batch. So it's truly small batch. You're going to see Dad here showing Mikey how to get a perfect swirl in the loaf.
I love it.
But then these pans is really where that uniqueness comes. It just gives a different look to the bread. You get that round slice rather than a mushroom-shaped slice of bread. And right after here, that's the butter bath. And Jane, I got a treat for you. I brought some butter and some sugar in today.
We're going to do a new demo.
We will.
So it's pre-sliced,
It is pre-sliced, yep.
Can we put it in the freezer when we get it home?
It freezes perfectly, yeah. So I always say, when you get the package, put a loaf in your bread box, put a loaf in your neighbor's mailbox, and put 2 loaves in the freezer.
So, and stock up, you guys, because it's shipping for free. It's under $10. We're going to show you that, yes, you can do, I was telling Scott how I love to make it upside-down French toast with my cinnamon raisin bread from Jenny Lee. But are you ready to rumble? And are you ready to go? Because take a look what Scott is going to do right now. It took us a year to get this back in stock. This should not be a time that we're waiting. So here's the loaf, and that's how it would have come out of the oven, right?
So, and this is what my bakers are doing every day, hundreds and hundreds of times a day. It's literally getting bathed in this melted butter. It's a special blend that we make. I got to make sure I coat the ends because that's everybody's favorite piece.
You know how like when you were a little kid, you didn't want to eat the ends? We fight over these ends. There have been 400 ordered, and then It's got this like cinnamony, sugary, fabulous crunch.
Oh, and when you make
Don't
French
give
toast,
the ends away.
right?
Don't
No,
give the
no,
ends
no, no.
away.
When you make the French toast with it, that sugar caramelizes in the pan, and it gives it just a nice extra crunch to your French toast.
Oh
It just
my word, why would one do anything else? You know who also loves it? The one, the only Valerie Parr Hill, who has a great way to
Hi, Valerie.
present the pumpkin
Oh,
bread,
look at that.
right?
How about?
I love you.
What a wonderful, delicious
Thank you.
set. Oh my goodness.
Good to see you.
How about?
Oh my gosh.
I
and
love
there's
that.
a little cookie in
I
front.
love
but,
that.
you know, we got it all. How beautiful is that? Our little pumpkin cloche coming
That
up
is beautiful.
in our 7 to 9 p.m. hour.
Yes.
But you know, presentation means a lot too.
Absolutely, right,
And we love
right.
a lovely presentation, but I wish you could smell how delicious. If only it were smell-o-vision. This is heaven right here.
I got to tell you really quick though, what makes that pumpkin pie cinnamon swirl bread so special? Again, we're small batch, 400 pounds of dough. We put over 100 pounds of Libby's pumpkin into that batch. That's why you
Wow.
see such a rich orange color.
I know.
It's so good to see you, Valerie.
What slice would you want to take?
Oh, cinnamon swirl, please. Although
yeah.
I'm,
like
I'm torn.
raisin?
I do.
I'm gonna try the pumpkin
All right,
too.
you take
but
the
I just have to
cinnamon.
say, it is addicting. Like once you get this home, you don't want to be without it.
No,
It's
and you
that
won't go back to the
good.
grocery store.
No,
Never
I
will.
know it.
Never
Right.
again.
And the
It's
cinnamon
literally
is so good,
our
Scott.
comfort.
Oh,
We love
thank
it.
Isn't that
you.
gorgeous?
Yay.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yay.
So fun to
Now
be
we
here
have a lot of
today.
energy
Yes,
for our
yes, yes.
show.
I'll see you at
Scott,
7,
thank
Jane.
you so
Great to work
much.
with you
Great.
finally,
I mean,
Jane.
it was literally way too long to wait, but it was worth the wait. With a
Awesome.
year to go, we've had
Awesome.
800 ordered. We are busy on our phone lines. Mary Beth, I'm going to follow Miss Valerie Parr Hill out to her set after this, but I just wanted to do one more quick little reminder. That's right. We've sold 5,500 of the Lint Halloween truffles.